Let's meet our starting lineups. We'll begin with the Lady Bengals. Number 4, senior Stephanie Silva. Number 7, a sophomore, Amaya Almeida. Number 9, a sophomore, Samantha Guillen. Number 11, a freshman, Brianna Correa. Number 12, a sophomore, Victoria Rachel. Number 14, a sophomore, Avery Farias. Number 16, a junior, Erica Cook. Number 17, a junior captain, Sydney Davis. Number 22, a junior captain, Cara Berraby. Number 24, a junior captain, Maya Parker. In goal this afternoon for the Lady Bengals is freshman Jessica Costa. Lady Bengals are coached by Floriano Lima, assisted by Michaela Hetzler, Rachel Resendiz, and Steve Camara. And now for the Lady Hilltoppers. Number 7, a junior, Trinity Afonso. Number 10, a junior captain, Jasmine Montega. Number 11, a senior captain, Mallory Forcier. Number 12, a junior, Hannah Alexander. Number 13, freshman, Charlotte Misterato. Number 14, junior, Brianna Raposo. Number 17, a sophomore, Catherine Callahan. Number 19, a junior captain, Madison Bullier. Number 20, a senior, Brittany Pabo. Number 22, a sophomore, Samantha Soares. And in goal this afternoon for the Hilltoppers, a senior captain, number 99, Shaylin Carrero. The head coach of the Hilltoppers is Vanessa D'Souza, assisted by Owen McGonigal, and volunteer coaches Crystal Bradham and Kayla Mendez. We ask that you please stand, remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem. We wish all our players this afternoon good luck, and we remind fans, players, and coaches to be the examples of good sportsmanship today during the game. Have a great afternoon.
Okay, sports fans, we're underway here at Durfee High School. Evan Massoud with you, and a shot on net, right, to get things going by Mallory Forcier, one of the captains for Durfee. A little late arrival for me, I guess you could say, to the broadcast because Athletic Director Brad Buston asked that I do the PA announcements before the game and introduce the players, which you just saw. So great to be, though, back up on the roof in our usual spot. It's actually a little more comfortable up here. It's quite warm in the press box. So nice to be back out in the sunshine, and it's a nice mild afternoon here for girls soccer. Durfee beat Diman in the first matchup, which was actually opening day. It was a 5-0 score. Here we are, game time, 66 degrees, and really not even a cloud in the sky, just a trail from a jetliner that flew over the field. That's about it. It's just a beautiful day. So Durfee looking to, though, kind of get back to basics, if you will. They're 3-5-1 on the season here. They are 1-1 in the Big Three. So they have one win and one loss. The win was against New Bedford, lost to Brockton. But under 500 overall, and we're at the halfway mark. Definitely looking for a spark. Another break here. A nice stop in net. The freshman goalie, Jessica Costa, makes the play. Nicely done right there. Had great pressure, and she was able to reel it in. But for Durfee, they're definitely looking to get above 500, and a win today would be a good boost for them halfway through the season. Coach D'Souza told me beforehand that, before the game, that one of the things they're definitely having a trouble with is capitalizing on their opportunities. The opportunities are there, but they're just not able to close and finish them off. So that is definitely something she'd like to see the team do. Again, they beat Diman 5-0. Playing a lower division. Diman is a lower division than Durfee, and Durfee tends to, their overall record is they have more wins than they do losses against Diman, and that's just a general theme. Same with like baseball and stuff too in the spring. So I'm sure Durfee is looking at this one as one that they take every game seriously, and they definitely would like to take out their Fall River rival and get back to the winning ways. Now for Coach Flo Lima over on the other side, Diman is 3-2-1 overall, but more importantly in the Mayflower League, they're 2-0. So they're doing quite well in their league. And they're one game over 500 in terms of their record. So that's not bad either for them. They've only played 6 games, though. And that's so their beginning of the schedule was a little bit lighter, I guess you could say, than Durfee's. And part of that could also be, again, because of the field. They have to make time and play at Britland Park is where they're playing their home games. This one on paper is actually a home game for Diman. That's why you see them listed on the bottom of the scoreboard there. They're actually the home team here. Another opportunity for the Hilltoppers in the offensive zone, but cleared away for the moment by the Lady Bengals. Shot on net's going to bounce and go wide. You might hear some thumping too. The band is out practicing, the marching band from Durfee. You might hear some drums as this one goes on. But Coach Lima, he said things have been corrected since opening day. He says anytime you come into opening day, he says, I'm not making excuses, but he says opening day, no matter who you play, it's always tough to get through because you have very little practice time before the season starts. And, again, we've talked about it. Let's face it. Coming back from summer, it's very different from, say, coming into the basketball season cold. You already have, a lot of these athletes play 3 sports. You already have a season under your belt at the high school level versus just coming in the summer, from the summer when, you can tend to slack. Summer is summer. Who doesn't enjoy a vacation, right? So he says things have been corrected, especially defensively. And he says he's really happy how the team has kind of come together as one, and they're really working very hard to play as a team, as a collective whole, the Lady Bengals. So Lady Bengals in the navy blue and orange, so the navy blue jerseys and the orange numbers. So navy blue is a change for Diman, usually the black and orange, but the soccer uniforms for boys and girls new this year. We got navy blue, Durfee in the whites. Another busy week here on Fred TV because later in the week we got some volleyball. We're going to hit Diman for Lady Bengals volleyball. get some highlights there, and those highlights will be seen on Friday's broadcast of Durfee girls volleyball, Big 3 against Brockton. We'll show those highlights in between one of the sets when we have that 3-minute timeout. Perfect time to showcase Diman in there as well. So looking forward to that. Coach Brendan Kelly will join me as that is on net and over the crossbar. Coach Brendan Kelly will join me again for the girls volleyball match. Had a lot of fun with him last week, and he said to pencil him down for Friday the 6th, and I said with pleasure. So he'll be joining me again. And that game, of course, being on a Friday night, that game will air early next week once we get back from the weekend, the long weekend, Columbus Day. So we'll have it on probably Tuesday, the Friday night game, as football is away, both teams away, Diman and Durfee away this weekend for football. Durfee will be in Barnstable, and then they'll wrap up the regular season at Brockton. That one bounces out. I tell you, we've had a lot of evening games here on the roof between football and the Big 3 soccer games are at 6 o'clock here at McAldrich Field. So we haven't had a day game actually really since opening day, and I didn't think I'd actually be wearing sunglasses for a game again. I mean, really, I did not expect to. I mean, I knew these were on the schedule, but we've just been really lucky this fall with the weather. This makes my life so much easier. We've had some falls where it just rains and rains and rains and rains so there's no end, and or it's freezing way too early. So this is just fantastic. Maya Parker there, number 24, trying to forge ahead. She got knocked down. Should be a free kick for the Lady Bengals. Of course, you may know Flo Lima from Diman. He also coaches the baseball team over at Diman. So we caught up with Coach last spring as well. We covered some of the baseball over there. So always good to see Coach. He's one of those long-time coaches here in the city. He's been doing this a long time. Good shot there towards the net, but just a little bit too strong. There were two Lady Bengals up there. It would have been a minor 2-on-1 situation, a 2-on-1 against Brianna Raposo, because number 7, the Trinity Afonso, was back a little bit, but needless to say, it was just a little too strong, and it didn't work out there. That's out of play. We will throw in again. And we'll do it again. Same play. Basically the same play right there. That one coming towards us, and out of play it goes. And we'll see number 11 there, Captain Mallory Forcier. Or she gives away to her teammate, Brianna Raposo. She'll throw in. Kind of jockeying for position here and trying to turn it around. There goes Samantha Source. She has it back to Forcier. And the pass goes towards the Lady Bengals. And they will push the ball up. That was number 18, Kylie Duarte, it appeared. Which, I'm sorry, that was number 12, Victoria Rachel. Durfee back on with possession here. Passing down the field, foot race to the ball. Brittany Pavo could not run the defender. Good strong kick from the freshman keeper for Diman. That's Jessica Costa, freshman starting goalie. Shaylin Carrero, of course, in net for Durfee, her senior year, senior captain. Madison Bullier clearing it down the sidelines. It'll stay in. And oh, that was borderline. Source kept it in, but it might have actually gone out. I'm surprised the Lady Bengals didn't let it go out because Avery Farias was right there. And it was rolling that direction, and then she touched it. I thought she was going to get called for it going out. That did go out. Forcier couldn't grab it in time. Small crowd on hand this afternoon, and, you know, the 3:30 games are tough. Maya Parker on a bit of a break, trying to get around the defenders. Nice move, going to take a shot, and Carrero able to make the stop and catch the ball in the air. Parker was on the basketball team as well for Diman last year, and she was such a playmaker, especially through the playoff run for the Lady Bengals. I mean, she was outstanding, and she was very quick in basketball. That's something I remember, and I'm sure that base, that quickness was built up here on the soccer field, and she just showed her speed that time. So good to see Parker. She is a junior this year. I can't even believe that she was only a sophomore last year. So we still got 2 more years with Maya over at Diman. That's a good pass. Pavo going to try to take a shot, set it up. She will take a shot, and it's over the head of Jessica Costa for the opening score. Comes 12 minutes into the game. And honestly, that's a matter of placement and height, and that's it, because that was just inches above Jessica Costa. So the Hilltoppers strike first here. 1-0 the score. And the band plays on. In their rehearsals, like I said, for the weekend. Again, got to take advantage of the good weather, so do they. Durfee with the 1-0 lead here in the first half. About 12 minutes in. So an early goal from Mac Aldrich Field. Hilltoppers trying to get back into the offensive attack, and this is set up nicely. This is going to be a break for the Hilltoppers. Nice save by Costa. Samantha Swords was all alone. They fed the ball to her. She took the shot, and Costa makes the save that time. Those one-on-ones are like the penalty kicks, basically. I mean, you almost have to just guess the right way as a goalie. So there's quite a bit of luck involved in those types of saves. As we saw in the Durfee-Brockton boys game, there was a penalty kick that the stop was made, and then a couple seconds later, unfortunately for Durfee, Brockton did come back and score. But on the penalty kick, you know, the goalie there, our goalie for Durfee, just leaned the correct way, and it just worked out. That's into the box, and they'll let Costa take it. This is our first look at either side this season. Both girls' teams we haven't had a chance to see. We've done 3 boys' games for Durfee. That included opening day against Diman, and then the 2 Big 3 games. But the girls, for Durfee at least, they've been on the road more than they've been at home. So we're getting this game as we promised we would on that opening day boys game. We said we'd have the girls in October, and so we're living up to that promise, as we said. And then we have Big 3 girls soccer as we get closer to the end of the year. In fact, if memory serves right, the Brockton game is actually senior night. one of the big 3 games, I believe, is senior night for the Durfee girls. It's quite late in the game, or it's the game before senior night. It's later in the month, and that actually could be very big because not only for the big 3, but for overall record-wise, that game could have playoff implications. So we will definitely look forward to that one as we get later in the schedule. This is officially the halfway mark for Durfee. They've played 9, and they have 9 more to go. Fighting for the ball here, and well, there were definitely some hands there, but the official not calling it. Carrero's going to come out and field it herself. Sure looked like somebody touched it with a hand. One of the Hilltoppers, actually, I think, when they went down. But the official right there didn't call it. He's a lot closer than we are, that's for sure. Pavo fighting for a position. Again, another foot race. She stops. Nice move. Centering pass. Nobody home for Durfee. Forcia will come over and grab it, though, back towards the front of the net. Loose ball. Who wants it? Hilltopper's coming in to grab it. Miscommunication. It looked like Catherine Callahan was going to take a shot on net, and they got bunched up. That was a great opportunity for the Hilltoppers to grab goal number 2 here, and they were not able to. A little bit of miscommunication, but definitely some good centering passes there. It's just nobody home. That's going to bounce. Good job blocking. That's out of play. Swords did a nice job using the body to block the defender for the Bengals. Unfortunately, that went out off of her. So Diman gets the throw in. That was number 19 throwing in, Candice Hoyt. Shot on net by number 10, Jasmine Montego, one of the captains for Durfee, right into the arms of Jessica Costa. She'll boot it away. That one a little shorter, more of a high kick than a long kick. Another good pass up the field, played onside. They had to rejuggle it almost. It was a funny bounce there for Mantega. Durfee would have had a 3-on-1, but didn't work out there either for the Hilltoppers. It was another good pass. So getting back to the pregame notes with Coach D'Souza, she said we want to work on, foot-to-foot passing. That was a long-range pass, not necessarily just the short, passes on the ground from teammate to teammate, but it was a good pass, good controlled pass that was with purpose to another teammate. So that's good. I like what we're seeing from Durfee here. Of course, again, our first look on Fred TV, but based on what Coach was saying, I do like what we're seeing. That was Samantha Guillen for Diman, trying to turn it up the field, but the Hilltoppers quickly cleared it out and went out of bounds, and now we wait for the throw-in. Doubleheader here at Durfee, so this is the first game, and then of course the boys will play at 6, the primetime game. So we alternated because the girls had the night game last time. So here we are this time. We got the girls playing the day. The boys get the night game. Forcier all alone. She skipped by the defenders. The ball keeps rolling. Now a sea of Bengals coming over. She'll send it back towards the middle. And it ends up finding number 11. That is Brianna Correa. Good pass down the field. Carrero backs up on it. Shaylin makes the play. That's a really nice pass there. Forcier lost it there. Good pressure from Hoyt, and that gives Diman the ball back. Catherine Callahan passing across the field to Jensen Riley, number 4, just into the game. Not one of the starters. She loses it, and now Brianna Correa passing up the field. Ball gets by, and Hilltoppers will keep it. It's going to go out of play, and they should throw it in. It's their ball. Andrea Amaral, number 5, will do the honors. Good pass. Full-on kick, you could say, right towards the net. Carrero gets it to bounce at midfield. Bengals send it back up, headed down on the ground. I believe that was Hannah Alexander, number 12. Good pass, but cut off. There is Maya Parker. Again, very quick. And she was there. Didn't wait for it to get to the Hilltopper. She just cut it off. Hilltopper's got to bring it back around again. Kept in play by, looked like that was Lorelei Hetzler, number 15. It was. She's a freshman. 3 freshmen on the varsity roster for, actually 4, including the goalkeeper for Coach Lima. Cleared out of play. Nice decision there by Maya Parker. Make Durfee throw it in instead of just keeping the ball in. It's kind of a reset, if you will. And we'll have Amaral throw it in. Shot on net. Costa with the play, stopping it. That was Catherine Callahan that time who took the shot. Another deep pass. You know, that's one thing Diamond's doing well is they're getting it into Durfee's zone quite a bit on these deep passes, these deep kicks down into the corner or down into the box. But what's happening is they're not getting anybody down there in time. I mean, obviously you've got to play it onside, but they're not getting there in enough time to actually play it onside. They're too far back. So the good news, though, is they are, you know, kind of penetrating the defense by, it's almost like in hockey, you know, shoot the puck in and then, you know, go chase after it. And that's actually a good way to do it. And there it is again. Get it down in the zone and now chase after it and actually, you know, play footsies with the ball in the offensive attack. That's not a bad thing to do. They just got to get those good looks. Haven't really seen a solid shot on net by the Bengals yet. This is an opportunity. Carrero comes out though, not waiting around, able to make the stop. But that's kind of what I mean is they threw it in deep there, and then they were able to get possession and try taking a shot or set up a shot, and that's how it works. So kind of a good sequence there for Diamond. There goes Maya Parker. See if she's going to pass it up the field. Good leading pass, but there is Hannah Alexander. Try to cut it off. And it goes out of play, and she gets the throw in. Out of play again, and she'll throw in again. Little breezy here at the field. Starting to get that wind to pick up. Still no fall colors yet, though. We just turned the calendar to October, and we haven't gotten that frost yet, which I'm quite okay with. But still a lot of green out there. Opportunity here. It's a little bouncer there, but nobody was around Costa, so she was able to make the play. She throws it in to, that was Hetzler. Spun around on it and now sent up the field. Bengals will try to clear it out. Alexandra Tavares there, number 6, towards midfield, and now Durfee sending it back. Alexander threw it back, or kicked it back rather. Throw in on the far side there, playing along the sidelines, and as quickly as Diman gets it, they have to give it up. Durfee will throw in now. That one towards into the field, towards the middle of the field. It's so interesting, you know, I said this the last broadcast that we did for soccer, and it's really interesting how, obviously you're trying to throw it down the field, which makes a lot of sense, but the sidelines are played so much, it seems, compared to the middle of the field, especially when you have like the throw-ins, always throwing down the sidelines. And again, yes, you want forward progress, so that totally makes sense. But a lot of times it works against you too, because you're throwing into a sea of traffic, opponents and teammates, and then it's kind of a crapshoot as to whether it goes out off of the opponent or your teammate. If it goes out off your teammate, then you're giving the ball right back. It's really an interesting conundrum that, you know, see again there, right down the sidelines, and this time Durfee comes away with it, but the Diman player was actually in front, and it could have bounced right off of a knee and out of bounds. Durfee would have had the ball. Oh, great opportunity for the Hilltoppers here. Samantha Soares pulls up, now going to take a shot, and it curls right into Costa's arms. Played that one perfectly. First half moving right along here. We only have about 10 minutes left in the first half. And that's barring really just a very little bit of additional time for stoppage time. We've had almost no stoppages in play, which is great. So this will almost be a true 40-minute half. That was a dangerous pass there. Dangerous for Diman there to allow that. Shot on net, little bouncer. Little bouncer there. But the Bengals, there were a sea of them in front, but there was one Hilltopper ready to rock right in front of the net. That was a dangerous pass for the Bengals. Good feed. Soares has been there a couple times. Wants a goal. She sends it back. So they're going to try it again with Soares. Got to get around Hoyt. They set up Forcier, but yes, it's going to be an offsides, it looks like. Close call, but it sure looked like she was breaking a little early there. There was a defender up at the top, which we saw Forcier point, but it looked like she was definitely offsides from this angle. It looked like it for sure, but definitely close, though. So free kick from there. Back down the other side. Oh, taken away, and a nice job by Bullier to take it back for Durfee. Catherine Callahan trying to forge through the middle there, cannot, and now sent back down the other direction. We've seen a lot of that too today, back and forth, back and forth. Waiting on a throw in from the Hilltoppers. Maya Parker kicks it. Goes off for the Hilltoppers, back down about the 25-yard line there. Recentering, Forcier will have to run it down, try to keep it in play. It's got a side view of the net, kind of back up on it, try to get around the defender, taking the shot, centering pass, it is there, kick, lofted, almost a drop kick, and it goes over the net and the crossbar. The student body that you can hear rumbling below us is actually some of the teammates from the Durfee boys team, supporting the girls, watching the action here before they go for warm-ups. That was Hoyt, and slow to get up. Can't seem to get up here. Might have twisted something, and me and my big mouth jinxing that we haven't had really any stoppage time, and now we got an injured timeout, injured player. This will add a couple seconds to the clock. Yeah, definitely a noticeable limp there for Hoyt. As the two coaches there help her off the field. And back to the action. Maya Parker will kick it off here. Little soft pass. Oh, it looks like her teammate wasn't quite expecting that, and it goes out of play. Kind of a wasted opportunity there. Erica Cook definitely didn't seem like she was expecting that at all. She hit the chase. That was a handball. No call by the officials. That was clear as day. Pavo's hand got in the way, basically swatted it to the ground, and somehow the two officials didn't notice it. We saw Coach Lima put the hand right up. It happened right in front of him, right in front of us even, on this side, but that's a tough non-call. Should have gone Diamond's way there. Just over 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Hilltoppers up 1-0. Oh, Forcier missed the pass. That would have been a beautiful wide open net, but it's going to go out of play here. And that should be a corner kick, so wise decision, just let it go. Again, I like the idea. Durfee really trying to set up some good passes here. That one kind of got away from Forcier a little bit. So Hilltoppers with the corner kick. It's our first corner kick of the game, believe it or not. Good kick it is. It's headed back out of the box. Two different heads, two different Bengals getting it out of the box to clear it out. And Catherine Callahan sticking with it after going down to the ground. Parker there to cut it off, back down the other end towards midfield. Pass down the field, Forcier giving chase. Gets the reprieve here. Good pass back to Jasmine Mantega. Centering pass. Little chip shot off the leg of Sydney Davis. Still in play. Jensen Riley going to send it back. Kicked out of play on the goal line by the Bengals. It'll be another corner kick for Durfee. Hilltoppers adding a little bit of pressure here late in this first half. Now a corner kick from the far side. And it looks like that's number 10, Jasmine Mantega, who's going to do the honors. A lot of pushing and shoving down in front of the net there. Pavo rather, in front. Number 20 comes the kick. That's a strong kick. It's going to go wide to the right of the net, behind the net, in fact. So the Bengals escape on two corner kicks here late in the half. Still find themselves down just the 1-0 score. Couple subs here for the Bengals, so we'll halt for a moment. So off kick there by by Costa. She didn't get much air under it, and it kind of went right towards one of the Durfee players. So Hilltoppers still very much on the attack here. Kicked out of play. Great play there by, I think that was Parker again, clearing it out and making sure she kicked it out on the sidelines. It forces the Hilltoppers to throw it. They don't get the corner kick. That was very good awareness there. Now that goes out on the goal line, but it is a Diman ball. Went out off of Durfee. And that kick, too, again, right at Pavo. Diman will throw in, though. Kicked up towards midfield, but brought back by the Hilltoppers. That was Alexander. Costa comes out, slides, and scoops it. Nice play there. She had pressure coming. Bringing it back around. That might go out of play. Kept in by Alexander. Kicked back towards the box in the center of the field. That does indeed go out. Stopped by the bench, but Durfee gets to throw in. Couple more subs for the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers throw in again. Little bouncer again off the goal line and off of one of the Lady Bengals. So a corner kick here. About 60 seconds left in regulation before any stoppage time. So really getting to the end of this first half. Third corner kick for Durfee in the last 5 minutes. And cutting it off is Costa, making the play, catching it. And now Diman open for a quick transition here, but Durfee sending it back the other direction. That's going to roll and go out of play, and it'll be Durfee ball down in the offensive zone again. Pavo trying to turn it around. She does. Runs into two Bengals. Going down to the ground was Erica Cook. And another corner kick for Durfee. Jasmine Montego will do it. Good high arcing kick. Bouncing ball in front. Still in play in front. And trying to hook it in was, I believe, Marissa Deluz, or Deluz, number 9. It looked like that was the number we saw. And it did go out of play, so no goal. The clock has stopped at the 2-minute mark. That's where we get into the stoppage time here. So we'll play until the whistle, but as I said, I wouldn't expect more than a minute. Because this first half happened almost in real time. This was pretty quick. Down the sidelines, another good pass. We haven't seen that in a little while for Diman. They struggled to get the defense to clear it out. Their offense hasn't seen a lot of action. That one went out on the goal line, so Durfee's going to get a goal kick. Again, haven't seen a lot of those. Play has really, for the most part, been down in Diman's zone, especially during the second part of this first half. Pavo cuts it off. It bounces back, though, to the Bengals. Now getting tied up with Pavo with Soares. And Durfee loses possession there. Comes back to Andrea Amaral. She's going neck and neck there with Alexandra Tavares. Play comes back to midfield. Passed all the way down, bouncing just shy of the 20. Out of play. Good opportunity for Diman. Erica Cook will throw in on the, it goes almost out of play, actually saved by her teammate. That one, though, is rolling, rolling, rolling. The whistle blows. Diman will keep it. On the bouncer, Diman will keep it again. Good throw in that time, but yep, there you go. Another quick bit of stoppage time there again, probably only about a minute. And after 40 minutes of play here, 1 half in the books, the Diman Bengals trail the Durfee Hilltoppers 1-0 here on Fred TV. We will have the second half next. Second half action about to commence here at Durfee High School. Evan Massoud with you on Fred TV Channel 9 as we continue our fall sports coverage on Fred TV. Durfee and Diman, the rematch from opening day. Durfee girls won that one 5-0, and they are leading 1-0 here after going ahead on that first goal just 12 minutes into the game. They had a couple other great opportunities. Here's another one, and it's just wide to the right. They had some great opportunities, especially late in that first half, to put up one more, maybe even 2 more goals, but couldn't capitalize either because the player wasn't there, or Diman was able to clear it out. So the Hilltoppers with just that 1-0 lead here. Diman so very much into this game still. Hilltoppers looking to grab some more, though, as they put the offensive pressure on. Jessica Costa with the stop there. And we go back down this other end. So we switch sides, of course, at the half. So Durfee now trying to move the ball from left to right, Diman from right to left, and the Hilltoppers will throw in. That is Hannah Alexander. That'll be lofted, bouncing once, bouncing twice, then out of play. Alexander will throw in yet again. It's kicked back to her by the Bengals. Turned around, kicked. She'll get to throw in a third time. Been busy here. That one gets over the defenders. Pavo had the first goal, and the second one here does not go in. A nice job by Jessica Costa to block it and scoop it. Looked like Pavo was going to get a good kick on it, and I think she got tripped up a little bit, and she couldn't put any power behind that. And Costa able to make the play. Nice feed ahead to, I think that's Maya Parker. It is. Carrero comes out. She makes the stop with Parker running right at her. How about that? Wow. And it looks like fixing the socks, just stretching it out, but Parker got her bell rung there a little bit. That was a tough collision. And a gutsy play by Carrero, knowing it's only a 1-score game, to come out and try to cut that one off with the speedy Parker coming full tilt at her. Durfee backs up on it, and Carrero calls for it. She'll stop it and going to send it down the field here. Not too far, actually. She played it a little softer than I anticipated. You find Marissa DeLuz. On the throw in there, Samantha Guillen. Oh, trying to stay with it. Wow, staying on her feet. Madison Bullier, one of the captains there, was crawling on all fours to get back to the ball and keep forward momentum. Alexander chasing it down here. Kicks it off of Guillen, and it'll be a throw-in. Good, strong throw in. Ball still in play, goes out of play now as Montega could not get there in time. Goal kick for the Lady Bengals. These rivalry games are always so much fun because, you know, both teams want to win. They don't necessarily affect the standings because they're not in the same division or league. That was kept in play, a centering pass. No good, and it gets by. But, you know, more importantly is that these players, they all know each other, which, you know, that's kind of what makes it even more fun. They all want to beat each other, so there's such great competitiveness in these games, and always a lot of fun. And, of course, you know, two Fall River teams, everyone's kind of a winner here because everybody's playing at home, you know, basically, even though it's at Durfee. You know, it's basically a home game for everybody because it's another Fall River school going up against another Fall River school. So good opportunity again. Now Parker trying to make something happen, and she knows it. She wanted it. Went out a play off of her, and it'll be a goal kick for the Hilltoppers. Trinity Afonso will set the ball, and she will take the kick. Out of play. Another strong throw, and I'll tell you, Alexander gets some really good distance on her throw-ins. Play that one in. Oh, they said it was out. I was going to say, sure. That one looked out by about 3 feet, but they play it until the whistle blew, which is what you're supposed to do. Towards the net, and nicely done. Blocked. No goal. Corner kick right into the hands of Costa, and she got bumped as well. So nice job to stay with it. I'll tell you, the Hilltoppers have had, again, towards the end of that first half, and now here in the start of the second half here, they have really had some good opportunities to score, and you just kind of feel like it's only a matter of time. And I say that, you know, sparingly because, or cautiously, because yes, Diamond's had a couple opportunities as well with Maya Parker getting down the field on the other end. But the Hilltoppers really have had a good offensive press when they get into the zone here in this, especially in the second half. They've done a good job at getting the ball to the net. And sooner or later, the shots on net are going to turn into a goal because it's just, you know, the law of averages, basically. A foot race to the ball, out of play. And Diamond will get the throw in. coming out of play, and coach able to stop it. Of course, we see the pink ribbons. I don't know if you caught that. The coaches for Durfee wearing the pink ribbons. We're into October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and all the teams tend to accessorize in pink. I know we know Diman, the Lady Bengals, do a dig pink night in volleyball. They wear a lot of pink accessories and stuff, so good to see that, the support coming from the student body. Bengals trying to clear it out, sent to the sidelines and out of play. I'm gonna play it back, try to reset a little bit here. And offsides on Pavo, and she knew it too. That was close, but again, pretty close but clear. She definitely beat the ball past the defenders, so, and that would have been a break for Durfee too. That would have certainly been a break and an open shot. But you can't do it. So back to play we go. There's Charlotte Misturado stopping it. Goes out of play off a Diman, and that's going to be a corner kick. It trickled out of play. Bengals were the last ones to touch it. Montega will kick it away. That one's kind of soft. Kicked almost right at the line of defenders. It goes back out on the goal line, so we'll get take two here. Got to get a little more loft on it, I think. That one better, but floating to the right. The wind might have knocked it or pushed it to the right, so Hilltoppers come up empty there. Be a goal kick for the Bengals. Blocked and kept in the offensive zone for Durfee. Going down the far sidelines. Here comes an opportunity for the Hilltoppers towards the net, and it goes past it. Couldn't hook it in. Another goal kick for Diman coming here. You know, the Hilltoppers, Costa doesn't get a ton of distance on the goal kicks like that from the ground. And, you know, she's only a freshman. I'm sure that some of that power will come as she grows into the position as well and gets along in her high school career. But I want to credit Durfee. I mean, defensively on offense, as another opportunity here presents itself towards the net, and it's going to skip in. Montega puts it in for Durfee's second goal of the afternoon. This one comes about 12 minutes into the second half, so they've done it in the 12 to 13 minute mark in the first half and the second half. Too much traffic in front for Costa to defend, but what I was about to say is that opportunity as well and that goal came thanks to Durfee's defense on offense, I guess you could say. The goal kick, they're getting in front of the Diman players and basically intercepting it, and then they're only 20 yards from the goal. So again, sooner or later they were going to go in, something was going to go in, and that's exactly what happened. So Hilltoppers with the 2-0 lead here in the second half over the Bengals. Now a little bit of a taller task for Diman as they find themselves down by 2 with about 25 minutes left to play in the game. Durfee moves it across midfield yet again. Backwards pass a little bit there to Misturado. Sends it towards Diman. Out of play, it'll go. And it'll be a throw in from about the 25-yard line. Another good throw in. Montega has it. Maya Parker going to try to make something happen. Got to beat the defender. And trying to weave her way through traffic, run into 4 Hilltoppers. She allows her teammate, number 22, Kara Barabee, one of the other captains, to get through, but Barabee threw it away. And it's lofted back the other direction. That was a real good opportunity for Diman. Parker kind of biding her time. She couldn't weave through, so she waited for her co-captain to get open. She kind of baited the defense, sent it to her co-captain the other direction, but couldn't make anything of it. Nice backwards pass to Kara Barabee. Parker and Barabee still trying to move it down the sidelines, and Parker getting caught in traffic there. Kicked out of play, though. Diman will get to throw in. Out of play, Diman ball again. That's a great throw in from Erica Cook. Does go to the Hilltoppers. That's Trinity Afonso sending it back. But Erica Cook, that was a great throw in there. Real good distance on that as well. That one too. Little bouncer. Coming back again, though. Hilltoppers moving it back the other way. Cut off by Cook. Towards the net, and Carrero makes the play. A little drop kick that'll land at the 50, or just past it. Oh, tough throw there. It didn't. That was Sydney Davis. I think it slipped out of her hands. The other captain for Diman. Yeah, it certainly did. 'Cause that's more like it. That's the throws we've seen from her. But that last one there didn't materialize. Kind of slipped out of the hands. Good feed, and here's an opportunity. Montega's got 1 goal. Nice move around the defender. Chips it to the right. No goal. Just to the right of the post. Call that one wicked close. Too close for comfort if you're the Bengals, I'm sure. Cut off by the Hilltoppers. Nice move here. Gonna take the shot. Gonna bounce in front of Costa. That was a Catherine Callahan on the shot on net. Parker gonna try to go the other direction. Gets by 1 defender. Now has 3 of them around her. She can't seem to break through. And she goes down in a bit of a collision there. Carrero keeps it in so it doesn't go out on the goal line. It'll go out on the sideline. Great job by Carrero. We reached the halfway mark here in the second half. Durfee up 2-0 over Diman. Evan Massoud with you here from the top of the press box. Maya Parker, who just went down there on that collision. Coach Lima wants to make sure she's okay. She's going to get subbed out for the moment. Ooh. One teammate to another, but it not the way you want to, as one teammate took it off the head. Wrapping around on the far side. This is, oh, that was blocked. It was a great opportunity for the Bengals. It still is. And now cleared out. Or I should say cleared out of the box. Right to Carrero. Plays it nicely on the kick from Sidney Davis. That was a good sequence there for the Lady Bengals. Made a little bit of noise there on their offensive attack. They're looking for Montega. She has it now. Shot on net. Costa ranging to her right and forward to make the play. She has been busy here in this second half, I'll tell you. Really testing the freshman goalie of the Lady Bengals are the Lady Hilltoppers. Jensen Riley centering the pass. Oh, deflected off of one of the Bengals in front, and Costa able to make the play. That was almost disastrous. Trying to settle the ball. Hilltopper's able to do so. Passing to the sidelines, it will roll out of play. And it'll be a throw-in for Diman. Headed out of bounds. So Durfee will get to throw in now. Hannah Alexander will do so. That is a great throw. That thing went almost 25 yards. Very strong throw. Calls for it back. Gets tripped up. Goes out of play. She'll have to throw in again. But that was probably the best throw in of the day for either side. That was outstanding. Had power behind it, distance, height, everything you want in a throw in. And Hilltoppers take that away from Samantha Guillen. Going all the way to the far side now. Corner kick coming for Durfee. Here we go. Hilltoppers have had easily over half dozen, maybe even like 10 corner kicks. Very close to it. Unofficially, they've had a lot of corner kicks and have not had luck on them, actually. They've had some good opportunities, but haven't been able to cash in on those. Costa with the drop kick. That's going to land just about at the 50. Fighting for positioning on the far side. Callahan with the pass into traffic. And that skips through. Nice turnaround there from Durfee. Stopped in its tracks by Sydney Davis. Pavo trying to turn it around herself here. Gonna look for Riley to help her out. And it's gonna go out on the goal line. Pavo trying to play it onside. Cutting in with Soares. Still a loose ball. Takes a shot, and Jessica Costa will come out and scoop it. Soares went down to the ground there. Parker tried to keep it in. Was not able to. Unsuccessful. Gonna race to the ball again, and it'll go out. See some frustration building there for Parker. That skips by, and it'll roll out of play. We have a little more than 10 minutes to play in the game. Riley in the corner, turns it around towards the net. Soares can't take the shot. Mantega there, and it's cleared out. Callahan stops it. Ooh, a shove right down, and there's a whistle for a free kick. You know, part of the problem we're seeing too is that Durfee is quite a bit faster, it seems, overall than Diman, because the Bengals can't seem to get to the ball. The only one who's been closer speed-wise to the Hilltoppers is Parker. The rest of the girls for Diman don't seem to be able to hang with Durfee, and that's been an advantage for the Hilltoppers here in this game. Out of play. And it will be a corner kick for the Hilltoppers, yet another. Bounce past the net, rolling, rolling, rolling. Nobody even touched it. And it goes out. Thrown in by Durfee. A hook kick right to Costa on one bounce, making the play. And now we have reached that 10-minute marker. And once again, very little stoppage time here in this game. So I wouldn't expect very much. Nice backwards pass there from Parker to Barabee. But Hilltoppers gonna stymie this possible break as well with the speed attack. But yes, again, not very little stoppage time here in this second half as well. I would not expect really more than a minute after the clock runs out here, so Parker can't keep it in. Heading down the sidelines, Mantega. That's a nice soft pass to Soares. I'm sorry, that was Pavo. And Pavo loses it. Diman will have it. So looking at the keys to the game, as Coach D'Souza told us, one was got to capitalize on the opportunities. Got to capitalize, got to close. Now, I will say that Durfee has capitalized on 2 opportunities. That's why they have a 2-0 lead. But some of the open looks they had and opportunities they had, this really could be a lopsided game, I'm not going to lie. So, yes, they did capitalize on certain opportunities, and I think defensively they were very good. They way too much for Diman to handle, because I think it comes down to the speed factor. Anytime the Bengals have gotten a break, in particular over the last 20 minutes, really, since that second goal that Durfee got at around the 12-minute marker of this second half, Durfee has just totally shut down any threat offensively from Diman. So too much defensively for Diman to handle, and that is a big plus for the Hilltoppers. But in terms of offense, I'd have to say that there's still probably room for improvement. I think any coach would say that after basically any game until the season's over, and even then I'm sure they look for improvement, because that's what you do. As an athlete, as a coach, you always look for ways to get better. And we reached this halfway marker with Durfee at 3-5-1, looking like they could improve to 4-5-1. Again, this one not done as we await another corner kick. But this looks like it will end up being a solid win, just based on what we have seen and the trends we've seen in the game, and Diman's inability to beat Durfee on the defense and actually get the ball down to take a shot on net. Diman has had trouble with that here in this second half. So the way it looks is I would expect Durfee to win this game. That's a shot on net. I just say that, and Parker almost put one in. How about that? Just over the crossbar. So I just not say that, and a good opportunity. We'll wait the kick from the net. Trinity Afonso doing the honors. It was cut off. And now sent back down towards midfield. And it'll roll out of play. So the Diman ladies will throw it in. And it'll roll on that far sideline. About 5 minutes left. Hilltoppers on a threat again there, but Costa able to stop it. Mantega turning it around to Riley and sent back the other direction. Going down, maybe selling it a little bit too, was Hannah Alexander. So we're going to have a free kick from a good spot here. Cleared out of the box. Durfee trying to turn it back in, though. Out of play on the far sideline. So a throw in down on the far side, and that was Andrea Amaral trying to defend. It goes out off of her. Down to the ground, clearing it out of the Hilltoppers. Down the other end here. That one rolling and heading out of play. About 2+ minutes or so. Things winding down here for the girls' game. The boys' bus is here, bringing the Diamond boys. So they are in the house, getting ready. Or will be ready to hit the field basically as soon as this one is done and get their warm-ups in, and that is a 6 o'clock start. And the next time we'll see the Durfee girls will be for Big 3 soccer, and that's going to be in a couple weeks. That's Durfee, of course, we're referring to. Hoping to catch one of Diamond's Mayflower games as well. Towards the end of the season, we may, it is possible that the field might be ready. As Costa makes the stop, couldn't reel it in, but kicks it, and it doesn't end up hurting the Bengals in the end. So a lucky break there. Unofficially, I'm just looking at what the schedule had said on the MIAA in terms of venues for the games. It said Britland Park for most of them, but very late in the season, there were a couple that still said the Diamond Athletic Complex. So I'm looking at that with the glass half full in hopes that for Diamond's sake as well, to play on their home field, that soccer and football will hopefully be able to play on their new field before this fall wraps up. And so if they're able to, is what we'll try to get over there. Britland is not that ideal to shoot from. Their bleachers only go up about maybe 6 feet off the ground, and there's a lot of foot traffic that would be impeding the shots. So we did location scout, and we'll try to get down there, but it really is not ideal. And we want to bring you folks the best product that we can as well. And so we'll reevaluate here as the rest of the season goes on, but Britland not the best place to shoot from, and we want to make sure if we're going to bring you guys a game, we want you to be able to see it. That's the bottom line. We want you to be able to actually watch it, and not have the crowd walking by blocking shots basically, or not being able to see the far sideline because you're practically at ground level. Those things are all very important. We take that into account when we figure out where we're going to film from. And that's oftentimes why we choose the roof of the press box. Because number one, you want that centered shot, number one. But number two, the vantage point is great because you have the height over the field. I mean, we're about, I want to say we're probably about 20 feet up, maybe 25 feet up. And I said this on Saturday at the Diman football game here, that Diman's field is even better because you're about probably 40 feet high over the field. And that extra bit gives such a great look at the far side of the field. It's just such a great view. And particularly for football, when you have to see the sidelines even more and you're crowded with the players, it really helps with football even more than soccer. At least for me it does. But we're in stoppage time, not much more to go. In this one, Hilltoppers are going to grab win number 4 of the season. And it looks like they're going to end up shutting out the Bengals in this 2-game friendly rivalry here. 2-game series in 2017. And they will have outscored Diman 7-0, sweeping the series. And it'll be the last time we see Diman and Durfee square off. Again, 2 different divisions, 2 different leagues. So we will not see them in playoffs if either side were to get there. That won't happen. Sun changing angles. We're seeing a lot more shadows on the field now as it starts to set at about a 45-degree angle. We're just after 5 o'clock, so just over 90 minutes in real time. And that's going to do it right there. These 2 games played almost in real time, which is just fantastic. Very quick-moving game. And the Hilltoppers come out on top. They grabbed that 4th win of the season. They are now 4-5-1 as they cross the halfway mark with a win, a shutout victory on their home field. Again, on paper, Diman was the home team, which is why the graphics are set up the way they are. But the Hilltoppers do win this one 2-0. For the Bengals, it's their 3rd loss. They are 3-3-1. And of course, as I just was saying, different conferences and divisions, so this will not affect their league records in any way. Durfee still 1-1 in the Big 3. Diman still 2-0 in the Mayflower League. So teams will shake hands after what was a friendly and fun afternoon here. We thank you for tuning in. Credits to Molly O'Brien behind the camera today. And we will see you soon. Evan Massoud saying so long from Durfee High School.